Okay, Brian, here we are at 2250 West Columbia Avenue. I'm standing on the front porch right now. I'm going to be stepping out here so we can get a look at the neighborhood here. And here's the next door neighbor. Looks like that's pretty well maintained. And then I'm just going to pan around a little bit so you can see. I think everybody, this is on a curve. We do have income property right here, I believe. And then right next door to us is this next home. And they seem to be pretty well taken care of. The roof on this house, I think, looks pretty good. The shingles are laying flat. Looks like it's an architectural shingle. I don't see any shingles missing or anything like that. The decking looks pretty plumb from everything I can see. So we're just gonna kind of mosey around here. Now you can see that this neighbor's sump is discharging into this. It's a little swale that's running across here, and this looks like the line. See this mark on the concrete on this side? That's where this that pin could be located. Now that's not totally true, confirmed, but a lot of times they had to pour concrete up to the pin when they built this. We got a clean out down at the bottom here. We've got a fireplace here with a chimney, and so it looks like all the water goes to the rear. I'm just going to pan around here a little bit. You can see that those folks to the rear are much higher than we are. And you'll see that in a minute here. I'm going to pan around to the next door neighbor here. You can see like it all kind of settles right down here at this bottom here. And you can see the way this thing was graded. The water is going to go to that route. And again, here's a rear elevation. Can't see this other roof very well, but the deck looks newer. They're 4x4s, which isn't a favorite of mine, but it's not sitting up there real high, so I think that's good. So I'm just going to walk over this way. Here's the next door neighbor. And actually, there's two air conditioners there. I wonder if this isn't a duplex there. I'm not sure. What's kind of interesting on this side, we do have a poured foundation, which is really good. But it looks like they covered this window up for whatever reason. Here's our carrier central air unit. It's got some rust on it. I really don't... I'm kind of at a disadvantage here as far as what the age of this puppy would be. And there's no identifying markings there. There's basement window there. And then just give you a look underneath. These are all put on piers. And I don't know, I mean, that's probably the way I would have done it. I mean, they put the piers in and all new supports and everything else. At my weight, I'm not going to be moving much decking, but I would think this thing is pretty solid. So that's what I'd be looking at. Now, the other thing is, I don't know if we've had water before, but they've raised that grade in the back here. It appears they've got a high efficiency furnace here, but I'm not sure what's going on here. It'll be interesting to get back there. I can see where this is a little bit low here, and then what they're trying to do was one to avoid this window, and you could raise that grade if you put you put some kind of thing in there to so you can pick up the grade around it and then cover it up, and you should be good. But they definitely had intent there to do something. for sure. Okay, I'm going to walk around and continue walking around to the other side here. Neighborhood's really nice. Appears that people are maintaining their homes, which I like. I wonder if there wasn't a tree here or something at some point. Okay, so this looks like this has had some professional work done. This looks newer, and that would be discharge, I think, for a sump. And and you can see we're actually walking uphill to get to the street here. So I think what's happening here is this puppy, you look at this, and then you see this way, and I think their discharge comes out right here, and then it's got a place to go because it can go down into here. So I think subgrade water has been an issue for this house at one point. I think they've taken some measures to deal with it. We'll see what it looks like when we get down to the basement. So I'm going to give you a look at the front porch here, and then we'll go inside. They've trimmed this tree back a lot. They did a lot of work on that. The concrete, I've been in the garage already. The concrete looks really good, except some of the top got popped off because of salt and ice on vehicles and stuff like that. But overall, don't see any significant cracking or anything along those lines. They do have a ceiling fan out here. So that's about it for the outside. Thanks.